What's up, guys? Mr. Freecoin here, coming back to you again today. Hope everyone's doing well and you are taking care of yourselves. Okay, so of course, before I get into this, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm simply sharing my thoughts and opinions, so please only take it as that. Guys, of course, I like to start with the prices, and we are actually down 1.52% from where we were. We're sitting at just above 26 cent threshold for XRP, and now we're back down, as well as everything's in the red right now. So really not much to see here. Let's go ahead and move on. Of course, we did get this news. Susan Friedman, or one of the hires that Ripple did, Susan Friedman, who is from the U.S. Treasury Department, she joins the team, which is awesome. I mean, Ripple is just constantly making these types of moves. Anybody saying or thinking they're some type of scam or something like that is just, they're really not paying attention. And along the same lines, Ron Hammond, who was the Tokenization Act legislative lead, right, was hired as well. Now, we haven't heard much from the Tokenization Act. I personally was thinking we would, hear a little bit more at least, but no matter. It looks like Ripple just decided, you know what, if we can't get them to do what they need to do, then we're going to go ahead and bring some of their people on. So here we are, and I'm sure you guys have already seen plenty of this, but of course I just wanted to also announce that. Okay, moving on. Ripple partner SBI Holdings encourages fourth megabank concept with fintechs in Japan. Yoshitaka Kitao, president of SBI, wants to execute a fourth megabank concept by utilizing fintech with regional financial institutions. And I'll just go ahead and go down here and read this portion just to kind of give an understanding of what's going on. Kitao, president of one of the most significant Ripple partners, SBI, talked about the creation of a fourth megabank concept by utilizing fintech with regional financial institutions. He says, "We will use various fintechs in Japan and overseas to realize the fourth megabank concept with regional financial institutions. Following the concept, SBI intends to support local banks with various facilities such as infrastructure, asset management products, and service alongside human resource development. The member of Ripple's board of directors further asserts that SBI is seeking investment in significant banks, venture capital, and leading regional banks. Adding to that, SBI will own the majority of the holding company," Kitao said. "The holding company provides the system to regional financial institutions at a low cost. The system cost can be changed from a fixed cost to a variable cost, and a high cost structure can be solved. As a holding company, SBI Group will enhance the operation of regional financial institutions," Kaito elaborated. "Moreover, it will also introduce fintech as a joint platform that will undertake various measures to eliminate money laundering and improve work efficiency. That's where Ripple blockchain fits in." So Kitao is hard at work making this space better and growing it. Man, SBI is all over this innovation, guys. And like I've said before, SBI is definitely the MVP of Ripple's partners. Okay, so I wanted to get into this right here, and I'm more so one specific aspect of tokenization. This is something I wanted to mention before. I think I may have, but either way, guys, one thing we are going to be looking at is the tokenization of pretty much everything. Okay, now what I'm thinking about, this portion right here is the the main thing that really interests me, okay, talks about the benefits of tokenization, as you can see here. But essentially, what they're talking about here, and I don't want to read the whole thing, but in summary, what they're mentioning is just the fact that, say you have a particular asset that costs a lot of money. Here they were talking about here it says, for example, the property rights in the most valuable painting by Jean-Michel Basquiat. Okay, I'm sure I just totally jacked that up. But anyway, sold for an eye-watering $110 million by Sotheby's in 2017, could be tokenized. So essentially, instead of one person owning such a, something like this, many people could own an asset like this. So it's almost like IPOing, large value assets. Okay, so or even say you have an apartment building and someone is looking for investors. Instead of necessarily going to each investor, right, or each person by person looking for them to input their money, they essentially kind of open it up for everybody to invest in it. Okay, I mean, this is really, really, and I know maybe some of you have already seen this, and it's something that really kind of came across my mind, but I didn't really spend a whole lot of time on it. But to think about it more in depth, this really, tokenization of tangible assets is huge, because it really changes the dynamic. It's kind of like like a GoFundMe or something like that, really opening it up to more people. I mean, and breaking those shares, for the lack of a better word, breaking that up to where people, just everyday people, can invest in high dollar items if it's open to do so, and then possibly gaining from any increase in price that particular asset does see. I mean, it's huge. It's huge. Maybe, I don't know, so many things I'm thinking about right now of how it could actually proceed. Like I said, very interesting. And to be honest with you guys, the reason why this really touches or kind of strikes home for me is because of something I am wanting to do. Okay, and this would be after, hopefully it's not too long, after XRP increases significantly in price. But a project that I do want to embark on, I would love to open it up in such a way to where a lot of people could actually invest in it, tokenize it, and just break it down and just have it available for a larger base. I mean, of course, as an investor in that way, you really don't have any say over the direction of the company. Obviously it's not like like actual shares, but you would be able to take advantage of any price increase or things like that. So and it goes on to name several other benefits of tokenizing things. This is guys, this is really huge. Everything being tokenized for the most part. Just think of the things you could actually invest in, as opposed to going through something centralized like the stock market. I mean, of course, I'm sure it will still be there. I mean, or maybe not. I mean, maybe these companies will even tokenize their assets or whatever, and allow people to be able to invest in it. I don't know. It just, blockchain and cryptocurrency opens up so many avenues. It is just mind blowing. I mean, for example, what if you wanted to take advantage of, a shipping company, or maybe a specific ship that has cargo that would eventually be sold I don't know. I mean, there are so many different ways to look at it. Like I said, it's just mind blowing for me. I mean, it's very interesting as well. But like I said, it goes on broader geographic reach. Yes, that's basically opening it up to more people. The whole KYC situation, reduced settlement times. Yes, obviously that's one of the main advantages of using, we'll say just XRP. Infrastructure upgrade. Basically, I'll just go ahead and read this. For many asset classes, fundraising and trading remain slow, laborious, and require an exchange of paper-based documents. By digitizing these assets on a DLT infrastructure, efficiency in these markets can be vastly improved, with effects further amplified in areas that currently have no existent traditional infrastructure. And I mean, guys, there's so many things that will be changed. I mean, I had mentioned some time ago about some projects actually and it's been talked about several times on, science channels or whatever. But the real possibility of companies actually finding asteroids and mining asteroids. Just imagine if you can invest in a company like that, and buy that tokenized asset, or buy into that company and whatever profits they maybe get from a particular project they're doing. I mean, guys, there is like literally no limit. I really believe the future that we have, where that blockchain is going to open, is just unimaginable. I mean, and I know the whole asteroid thing is a bit, I guess maybe far in the future. But guys, that is something that is heavily talked about. You can definitely find such things right now if you go ahead and look for it. And think about it. That's one of the main reasons why you have these different private companies trying to get into space. That's the whole purpose of it, to increase the level of technology to allow corporations to then start taking advantage of different resources that are currently not reachable by traditional companies or whatever. So anyway, going on here, decreased costs for reconciliation and securities trading, regulatory evolution, which, I mean, that part is in the works. I mean, I would definitely like to see it happen faster, but I think it's going to be announced hopefully sooner than later. Improved asset liability management. Also, a lot of companies are already talking about and making announcements regarding the regulatory future or whatever. Improved asset liability management, increased available collateral. So, yeah, it's just amazing, guys. Really amazing. Anyway, just wanted to bring that information to you guys. Like I said, I personally do have a project that I want to work on. I'm not going to, of course, reveal that here, but we'll see. We'll see how everything goes, and if it goes favorably here soon, at least, it will be something that I go more into and hopefully have some folks interested in getting involved. But either way, guys, thank you for joining me again today. I hope everyone is having an awesome hump day, and you are basically taking care of yourselves. All right, if you have not already done so, please hit that subscribe button, as well as smash that like button and the post notification button, so you know when I post it again. Until next time, this has been Mr. Freecoiner. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.